The Houston Dynamo are all smiles as preseason comes to an end. The 5-week grind can take its toll on a team, but Owen Coyle's personality has kept things light heading into the 8-month-long regular season.
When you're ready. Sometime today, Ricardo Clark, yeah? Come on. Oh man, just put the young boys to shame. Come on then. You'll be facing me, and it's very simple. So if I call one right, green or white, you sprint the 10 yards. You got it? One right, green, white. Yeah? If I say left, 2, red, blue, the red, the blue, left 2, you go that way. One right, green, white, left 2, red, blue. Turn, red! Next 4 ever get, next 4. It's a warm up, David, it's a warm up.
I think this team offsets Owen's personality very well because, you know, he's always goofy and joking around, having fun, but when it's time to work, it's time to work.
He brings so much enthusiasm every single day to training. You know, his excitement for the game, his passion for the game, it's never low. He's always a high revved up guy, which I love, you know.
Are we ready? I said ready. I didn't say red. Oh, Richard! There you go, Richard! Clark!
His passion, just everybody can feed off of. You can see how much he cares at practice, just every drill that we do, and I think guys feed off that.
He's a big personality. He's very loud. He likes to yell. He likes to be that loud, motivating voice.
Tom, what's your favourite colour?
Red.
No, I've got to say it. Whoa.
You said it was my favorite
Yes,
color.
I have to say it. I just asked you. I'm the man that's got to say red. Red.
I mean, everybody knows him. He's a funny coach. I still think he still wants to play, you know. But that's the player he was, you know, and you know, always giving 100%. You know, those are attributes that he has, and he brings that, you know, to a coach, and he wants to instill that into the players.
For me, he's the best coach that I've had, and I'll openly say that, you know.
My biggest thing with Owen is that he's honest, and I've always respected him very much for that, and I always have told him that, you know, every time I step on that field, I'll go out there and I'll die for you on that field because you believed in me and you were honest with me. And that's him showing respect for me, and by me going and playing like that in the field is me showing respect for him.
You know, all the staff that he's brought in with him, they've stamped their identity over the team this year as well. I mean, we owe them because of the faith they've put behind us, and as I said, I'm excited to see how the season goes along.
Tom, what's your favourite colour?
Green.
I thought you said it was red.
Red.
Abdullah! I'm not Sally.
Oh.
Hey. Green. Oh, sharp bees. Oh, winner! For a high IQ, he's struggling with this. Lever.
This segment of The Slice is brought to you by Pappas Barbecue.
What we got going on with the goalkeepers right now, how we get along so well, and how we all encourage each other. I think that's really good.
I think the dynamic is great. All 3 of us, we all get along really well. I think that's pretty important.
Our personalities mesh well together, and it works well in training too, because we know what to expect from one another and we hold each other to a certain standard. So going forward throughout the year, I think that's going to be a really important thing for us to get better.
I worked a lot with Paul Rogers, my goalkeeping coach. You know, he set it up for me to go to West Ham, which was a tremendous experience for me. I think he's the hardest working goalkeeping coach in the league. You know, the time he puts in on the field, taking us out early, the time he puts in the classroom with breaking down film with us. You know, he works extremely hard, and You know, we're just trying to do our best to justify everything that he's doing.
2-hour-long sessions where we go slow motion every single rep that you do that day, and he'll show you, you know, this is where your knee needs to be, this is where your shoulder's supposed to be, this is, you know, where your hands are supposed to be.
We do game footage, we do training footage, so we're constantly meeting. But in pre-season, what I tend to do, I don't like to call it a goal-setting meeting, but we'll sit and talk through what their aims are through the season. Maybe, you know, what are they compared to what they were last year.
When you think of Paul, the first thing you think of is he's a technician and he's a perfectionist. He wants you to be as close to perfect as possible. I think it's a good thing for a coach to have like about himself because it pushes you to get better and become closer to perfect every day in practice, which is what you want to be like going into a game.
This year, obviously, Tyler's established himself. By no means does that mean he's not going to be challenged, because we've got a very, very good goalkeeper in Joe, and obviously we've added Callie. And in my opinion, Callie has the opportunity to become a very good goalkeeper.
I think Callie coming in, you know, I think Paul Rogers did a great job finding a really talented, good young goalkeeper in Callie Brown. You know, he works really hard, he's extremely talented, and he pushes myself and Joe every day. Going on to Joe, you know, I think he's a really good goalkeeper, you know, but more importantly, he's a really good guy. He really makes training enjoyable, he makes coming into work every day enjoyable, so a lot of credit to Joe.
For me, you know, obviously having Tyler and Joe back is fantastic. Adding Callie's brilliant, and I feel like we're in a solid position. Of course, there's things still to be done, but we're in a good spot.
This segment of The Slice is brought to you by Mustang Cat.
Let's go Dynamo.
Looks like a pineapple.
Yeah, are you gonna come? I don't think so. Let's go Dynamo! They were behind us.
Now let's finish this trip strong. Let's be focused to our job, individually, collectively, what we want to bring. And make sure that we start well. We play at the high intensity, the right tempo to take us just to step into that game next week, so we're ready to go within the MLS and show the quality we've got. Yous are the ones that will bring that. Make sure the attitude's spot on, your work ethic as it always is, and you bring your quality. When you do that, you can achieve success. Stick together. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. End it on a high note.
We're going to be ready to go. Everyone's excited. It's going to be a new look team compared to last year, and you know, I think we're going to hit the ground running.
It's gone by pretty quick. To think another season's upon us is it's exciting, especially with everything that's going on this year. But you know, I think we're going to be a really deep team, and I think a lot of teams are going to underestimate us this year.
We've seen the progression of us when everyone first stepped through the door until now. And obviously as a professional every day you're striving to get better, so you're never quite going to be the finished article ever. So you know, it's an exciting time because we're all going to be going for the same thing at the end of the year, you know, MLS Cup. So we'll keep progressing all the way through the year.
And there's no more get the rust off. Everybody should be sharp now. We should be getting up to full speed because you want to be at full speed on March 6th.
I think that the identity of the team is starting to come to the forefront now. We are going to be a hard-working team, a tough team to break down, a team that possesses the ball, and a team that scores goals and doesn't concede goals.
You can say the Houston Dynamo's style has changed, but I think the style in the entire MLS has changed. The Houston Dynamo used to be very gritty and tough and hard to break down.
We still have that, but I think we have a little bit more flair with us now this year, and we can get stuck in, make hard tackles, be hard-working, but we can also play with the ball in the final third and in the midfield. So I think we have a good balance of both of those, and that kind of establishes a new personality for our team going forward.
One thing you can definitely say about our team is that it's going to be exciting and that it's going to be diverse. And to see all these guys with their different styles of play come together and form one team, you know, it's really exciting.
Es la mentalidad que tenemos, ¿no? Que queremos salir a ganar, que queremos meter muchos goles, que queremos no perder ningún partido. Pero siendo realistas, yo lo que les puedo decir o lo que sé que pueden esperar de nosotros es que nos vamos a morir en la cancha por esta institución, ¿no? por el Dynamo de Houston, que vamos a salir todos los partidos a defender la playera, a defender nuestro club, nuestra institución, a nuestros directivos, a nuestros aficionados.
You know, it's kind of mixed emotions. You have all these thoughts in your head about how great the season's going to be. You know, we worked so hard and the team's playing really well, but honestly, none of it means anything until we go out there and play and we start hopefully winning games and pulling it all together.
I got Paisley's autograph.
If I had to say in one word, I think fans are going to be up out of their seats a lot this year. Even though that wasn't one word, one phrase.
The task now for the Dynamo turns to applying everything prepared in the preseason to the field on March 6th against the New England Revolution, as the Dynamo aim for a return to the MLS Cup playoffs.